if you're not using any type of lead magnets, you have no predictable way from taking a cold prospect to a warm one and then eventually closing them. So I'm going to show you in this video the 3 types of lead magnets that we use internally. I'm going to make sure it makes sense for you as well. We covered this in the previous video, but just want to make sure it fits nicely into the knowledge that you already have. I'm going to show you where it's at, where you can leverage the lead magnets. And again, like I said, the 3 types there are. So let's get right into this. I'm going to show you first of all, like where you should be prioritizing putting your lead magnets into. So obviously we have multiple strategies you can reach out to prospects. We covered this again, like I said in the previous one, but let's go over them quickly. So we have outbound, inbound, paid ads, and again, partnerships. But I'm not going to go in depth into these, but the point is you want to direct your traffic always to a lead magnet, right? So it doesn't matter if it's outbound, it doesn't matter if it's inbound, it doesn't matter if it's paid ads or partnerships. What matters is you just lead them to a lead magnet, right? Because this is the point where you take the cold traffic, give them something that is valuable and going to help them. And then eventually, since they get value from it, you're going to turn them into a client. That's the whole point of it, right? If you leave this part out, if you just ask them to, and let me just change the structure of it so you can see, it looks stupid, right? So if I just move this around, ignore the formatting, doesn't really matter, but you cannot take a cold email and then take someone to just a random landing page and then expect them to book, go through your qualifying system, your thank you page, and your sales call, or whatever else system you might be using. You might not be using a sales call, but still the point stands is they're not going to come to you cold and then converting out of the blue with no value up front. It might have worked in 2018, 2019, 2022, but the market has matured. And if you're still stuck using the old strategy, the old system, then you're just going to get slaughtered. So let me just put it back so you can see. So that's the whole point. So I'm just going to give you a few examples. We have product, community, newsletter, webinar, workshop, unique system, VSL, content. I've just listed a few of these here. So I'm going to dive deeper into it and I'm going to exactly show you which type of lead magnets I'm using, which type of lead magnets you should be using with your own offer based on your current criteria. So there's 3 types, like I said, and by the end of the video, you should know which of these is which. So for example, community versus product, which one should I use where, what type of lead magnet it is. So let's go. So we have 3 types, like I said. So tier 3 is low value. These are high volume lead magnets designed to build trust and awareness. And I'm going to show you, like I said, in more detail, which is which, and give you examples. So tier 2 is a medium level lead magnet, which just basically provides deeper value and engagement. And finally, the best one, the high value one, the tier 1, these are the lead magnets that drive strong conversion intent as well as sales. This is what you're gonna use when you want to convert someone into an actual sale. But all of these work, but these are just the best. And like I said, I'll show you which ones I recommend to use, and I'm gonna give you examples at the end. So just stay tuned. Tier 3, like I said, so low value. So what are these? Examples are workout plans, nutrition tips. It could be ebooks, success stories, successful research reports, etc. So these are designed to attract potential clients who are just, for example, starting out their fitness journey. And like I said, I'm specifically basing it on a specific niche. This is going to be for a fitness coach, whatever. So doing this like a workout plan, for example, you could run a free 7-day workout home routine for beginners. It sounds quite cool, but we all know everyone and their grandmother can download a workout plan off of Google or Pinterest or whatever these people are using, right? It doesn't take much time to do it. If you're an influential person, if you have followers, obviously people are going to listen to you, but that doesn't matter because the lead magnet is still lower value. So you can leverage your trust and authority to make these lead magnets seem in higher quality. But the point is, a workout plan is not much, right? It's not much value. Next is obviously like a nutrition tip, like a simple grocery shopping list for fat loss, high protein meal prep guide. Like these could be some really unique recipes and could be really cool. But again, like I could go to GPT right now. I mean, I can go to ChatGPT right now and it's going to generate in like 5 seconds a high protein meal prep guide. And I haven't even given it my preferences as well, right? I mean, look at it. There you go. Give me a 7-day plan for 3 meals. I'm just going to stop it. I'm just going to let it play. But I think you guys get the point, right? It doesn't take much to figure this out. And as you can see, it took like 20 seconds, day 1, day 2. So that's the point, right? Like these are low quality, low value. You can leverage your authority and your positioning to just make these higher quality. But if the people you're selling this to, they don't know you, these are gonna end up flopping, right? Next is you can run case studies, research reports, etc. Like you could do some documentation, which is obviously like more valuable. So what I mean by here is common myths about fat loss debunked. So if you do like a detailed video, detailed guide on a common myth, like for example, you could theoretically, you can eat 2 cheeseburgers for breakfast at McDonald's and you could lose weight if you're just in a calorie deficit, right? So you could debunk myths that are common about, for example, in this case, fat loss. This could be quite helpful, right? You could build your trust off that and potentially just use another lead magnet to actually get someone to convert. So the purpose is just, not to convert, it's just to educate, build trust, and you're never gonna close someone or just like, you cannot really sell this type of stuff. Like you could create this in like literally 5 seconds. I just demonstrated. If you're trying to sell like an ebook as well, that's not going to work either, right? And I'll show you why. Again, you can generate it in 5 seconds. So again, this is just to boost your trust. If you have leverage, if you have authority, this could work, right? If you put a unique spin on it, but they're not going to be as valuable as tier 2 and tier 1. So tier 2 is basically like free trials, mini workshops, personalized assessments. So for example, right, again, I'm gonna name the same niche, so it's gonna be fitness. Tier 2 lead magnets require higher level of engagement from potential clients, and it offers way more value, right? Like free trials. So you could give someone a 3-day free trial to your online coaching program, or just a free workout one-to-one program. And it's going to convert much better, even if you're selling this to a cold audience, because they might not know you, but based on the way you're presenting yourself, your landing page, your actual authority is going to come through, and who is there to turn down a free offer? So it's going to convert way more, right? Next is a mini workshop. It's very similar, right? Like challenges. This is again like fitness specific. So you could do like a 5-day challenge, 5-day fat loss challenge, or like a 30-day like workout routine where you spend 15 minutes, you give them like a video each day, spend 15 minutes, just like a home gym. You don't need equipment. You could use like water bottles, whatever else you might find at your home, like to work out with. That could be an idea. And then finally, you could do something like personalized assessments. This is just basically you taking your time and assessing like a client. In the fitness example I'm giving you here, this could be like a fitness body composition analysis. If you cannot do that online, obviously like fitness level tests with recommendations, what are your eating habits, a whole bunch of stuff you could think of. But if you actually spend your time, then that's going to be obviously more valuable, since you're coming from like a more authoritative perspective. You're the coach, in this case, the fitness coach. You're trying to help out these people, much better than they do, and you can just analyze and give them tips. It's obviously going to be much more valuable and going to help you convert these people much better into your main program or your like main workshop, whatever it is that you might be selling, right? Again, just an example. There could be many more, but the point is you want to do free trials and give you time to it. So if you compare like tier 2 versus tier 1 and 3, the biggest difference currently between tier 3 and tier 2, tier 2 you give you time to, which is obviously going to make it more valuable, and you give free trials or some mini like challenge type scenario in this case. But free trial you can just pull back into any offer. So is your time, right? Like a personalized assessment, right? And it doesn't need to be like a 30-minute Zoom call. It could be anything. It could be like you inviting them to a one-on-one WhatsApp channel, and then you guys just chat back and forth. It takes like 3 seconds. Finally, tier 1. The high value conversion lead magnet. So these are the full programs, the one-on-one coaching, the exclusive memberships. These are quite crazy, right? So tier 1 lead magnets are designed to convert high intent leads by offering something that they would otherwise generally would be happy to pay for, like thousands of dollars, right? So these include full programs, one-on-one coaching sessions, and like I said, exclusive membership software access. So it could be like a 12-week muscle building training program, a free consultation call, personalized coaching sessions, and then access to a members only coaching group, right? Like these are super high quality. They convert warm leads into paying clients, provide high value leads. And if you can get, like, for example, you could have recorded a full like 12-week muscle building training program, but that's not your main offer. That's something you give away for free, and that leads them into buying your main program, which could be a 6-month get a six-pack type, like whatever it is that you might have came up with. Again, I'm not super into the fitness offers, but again, this is just an example. I don't always want to talk about lead gen stuff, so this is just an example to think about. So the point is, if you compare all of these, you're giving away so much value in this section that it's just very hard for prospects to say no to. But even so, you gotta expect like most of the people you're just presenting this offer to are gonna turn you down. But that's the beauty of a cold outreach, especially emails, is that you can message quite literally hundreds of thousands. Well, in this case, I'm doing millions of emails per day to cold prospects with your offer. And I'm being very, very picky. And I'm going with lower tier lead magnets because I can afford to, right? Like if I'm sending a million email a day, I cannot afford to give everyone a one-on-one free consultation because we're getting literally thousands of replies each day. That just doesn't make sense. So I can afford to go with lower tier lead magnets. But the point is, you can pick your lead magnets based on the situation and your current offer that you're running, right? For me, it doesn't make sense to run tier 1 lead magnets, the one-on-one coaching sessions. The full program, sure, could be, but I'm running something else based on my scenario. So you got to pick what makes sense for you in this business. Again, just some tips on how to implement these lead magnets. So you want to use tier 3 for initial outreach. You want to introduce tier 2 to your engaged leads, and tier 1 is to present to sales ready prospects. So that's what I mean. You don't use tier 1 for super cold people because, well, unless you want to, obviously that's going to convert the best. If you can afford to, use your time because you got more time than clients at the moment, then for sure tier 1 is going to convert best. But if you want to do my strategy, I use this tier 3, tier 2, and tier 1. So tier 3 for initial outreach, tier 2 for engaged leads, and tier 1 for sales ready prospects. So that's why it just makes everything flow very, very nicely, right? So if you go back to the actual roadmap, the actual like funnel that we run, obviously starts off with a tier 3 lead magnet. And then, as you can see, the qualifying system, if they're not qualified, it goes back to a nurturing system, which, as you can see, free stuff. What is free stuff? Free stuff is the tier 2 lead magnet, right? And tier 1 I generally don't introduce because there's no need to it. It's just more on like a one-on-one cases if it's needed. So that's, if you want a real world example, that's what I'm doing. That's what you can do as well. Finally, just some examples. If you want marketing agency, if you want real estate services, here are some lead magnets. If you want to pause the video, I'm not going to go through each of them. I'm just going to mention one or two. And if you want to pause the video and just screenshot these, feel free to. Marketing agency, tier 3 could be free social media post template, PDF guide on best SEO practices, short video tutorial increasing engagement. Tier 2, free website audit. Tier 1 could be full digital marketing strategy session, right? Like let's go to real estate. Tier 3, a checklist for first-time home buyers. Tier 2, free neighborhood market report. Tier 1, full service home selling package, right? And I hope you get the point. Again, just to recap, tier 1 is the high value conversion lead magnets. You want to use these for sales ready prospects. Tier 2, we have the medium ones. You want to use these for engaged leads. And tier 3, we have the low value lead magnet, which you want to use for initial outreach. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of an insight into lead magnets. If you're not already using them, just what are you doing? By now at this point, you have all the information to make yourself a lead magnet and get started with these. If you use the lead magnet, but you are just confused on where to place it, what you should even do with your lead magnets or what type you want to use, again, I just gave you a couple examples and you could just pull them back straight into your business. And like I said, by the end of the video, you can analyze and just judge for yourself like what these lead magnets are categorized into. And feel free to put them in the comments below, your guesses, like what is a product, community, newsletter, webinar, all of these convert into. So is it a tier 1, is it a tier 2, tier 3? So that's it. Now you know how you can run your lead magnets, where to place them strategically in your funnel. And with that in mind, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.